All right, good evening. How's it going, everybody? It's time to jump back in here, kind of for the second stream. Streamed a little bit earlier for about an hour, but wanted to jump in tonight to finish off my incursions run. As I put in the description, I've kind of already got a little bit of a head start. We are in zone 13, going to be pushing to 25. Plan is to do that. I should have at that point in time enough incursions fragments or artifacts, I guess they are, to open another 7 star. So, got a good build. Got the hacks that I was looking for. Um, hey, sup, Poop Nug? How you doing? So we will be opening that up when we are done. Just to kind of go over the build a little bit. It's one of the builds that I look to try and do for Hercules as I'm running through any incursions push. Main things I look for, I always want martial artist. I want debuff, upgrade, stun, special refund, and unflinching power. And fortunately for me, I've got a couple that help that out as well. So I do have perpetual offense, did get martial artist. I like both of those. Buff corn, you can't really go wrong there. Toxic advance always helps out as well. And then, the common hacks, I did get the buff reinforcement prowess to go along with the perpetual offense prowess buff that I get. So that thing hits like a truck. We've got the stun upgrade, we've got the special refund, and we've got unflinching power so that I can just get hit in the face a couple times with Hercules, be it that special 2, toss it, and just kind of go from there. The fight is over. Really, the only thing that's going to be any type of issue for me in this is going to be if I run across a champ that fate seals or, for some reason I can't gain buffs, then I'm in a little bit of trouble, but we can kind of deal with it when we get there. So in this run, I do have Hercules. I do have him as an ascended rank 5 6-star. I've got in Heimdall, of course, just for the, save my butt factor. And then I've got Lady Deathstrike. Just, all the bosses in this, most of them are going to be, the main bosses are going to be mutant, so she can stop heals. She can stop a lot of their abilities from ever triggering. So, we're going to jump in. We're going to get going. Depending on the timing of it, I may do a little bit of arena and a little bit of chat afterwards, but we will see. So, let's jump into zone 14, see what we get. My only fear in doing any of this is seeing a very, very big mystic boss at the end. Kind of like Claire right there. I just fought Claire in the last room and it wasn't too bad. Looking at it, bob and weave, backup recovery. So as long as I get to a special 2 by then and she doesn't hit me. Okay, that's doable. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to get through it. So looking at paths now, not too worried about the heal. I'll take it if I have to. Let's see what these are. Root or rooted. Okay, not too worried there. Under pressure, that can be an issue from time to time too. With, no, I don't do this itemless. I spend when I need to, if I need to. I've got some revives left from the last time that they ran the incursions thing, whatever it was, a month and a half, 2 months ago. So I still have a few revives there. I don't expect to have to spend any on this run, but I will if I have to. I never try and do it itemless. That's just too much pressure. I'm going to mess up. There's going to be fights where I just try and brute force it with Hercules, and that's just the way it is. I don't want to spend, I know the first couple of times I did it, it probably cost me 800 units or so. I don't want to do that anymore. It's part of the reason I ascended Hercules is so I wouldn't have to. Let's see what's on Titania here. Caltrops. I don't plan on dashing backwards. Yeah, see that? No, falter's not going to be a big deal. Let's go that way, I guess. I'll take the heal. I'm going to give it up fairly quick. But it never hurts to top up a little bit, get 40% more health on me. Never know. I may be able to ride that for a couple rooms. So really the idea with kind of this build is to just get hit, you know, or get to a special 2 kind of as quick as you can. And you'll see the amount of damage that this build does. It's kind of absolutely crazy. And here we go. You know, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And I am going to have to turn a few things off here. It looks like, there we go. My CPU usage was spiking pretty hard there. Uh-oh, Justin's in here somewhere. I'm seeing pictures of me pop up, man. Don't make me turn it off. Anyway, let's see if we can get this one down without taking unstoppable or unblockable hits. You know, really build up like this with buff corn and all that. I should be good for the rest of the rep. And there we go. This will finish this one off. I mean, not going to kill her, but that will. Man, put me on the TV in a hotel. And if you can't tell, Poop Nug, I'm reading line chat right at the moment as he's chatting. So I kind of keep all the different chats up. Man, you must be really bored if that's the best you can come up with in a hotel. This is the fight that I'm a little worried about in this room, but we'll see what we can do. Didn't see any nodes on her that were going to prevent me from doing anything that I need to, but I will lose buffs as I hit into her. But I just need to get to a special 2 without her killing me. Yep. That's what I was afraid of. Absolutely, that's what I was afraid of. Shouldn't have pushed her to a special 2. Should have baited the special 1. Oh well. That's what the revives are for. Should have just held block and baited the special 1. So that's what we'll do this time. Hopefully that's the last revive, but I seriously doubt it will be. Okay, there you go. Thank you. And that'll finish the fight. Yeah, it's part of my problem doing these, and the reason I end up doing revives and all that, you know, is just I get impatient. You know, I think I just can just brute force everything, and oh, I'm definitely not taking that middle path. Spider, Gwen, and Nightcrawler. Ugh, that's a nasty combination. Aspect of Nightmares, there's some free healing. Pursuit of Justice. I should be. Am I a hero champ on Herc? I think he's a hero. I don't know what his tags are. Let me look at Aunt May real quick. You would think I would know, but there's so many tags that... Okay, he is hero. Good. I can go that way. What does he have at the end here? Just to make sure. Nothing I need to worry too much about. Do not disturb. Arrow to the knee. Use it or lose it. That's fine. I plan on using it. Backup recovery. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm just going to not even worry about the extra damage from recoils. Give me some more health. Anyway, let's keep going here. Here we are. Can I ask why Lady Deathstrike? Yeah, you know, with the kind of the Deadpool event and all that, most of the big zone bosses, you know, in your big rooms are going to be mutants. and she's just probably of the mutant or kind of the skill champs. Shoot, push too far. I don't know if this will kill him. Of the tech champs, you know, the Nimrods and all that, she's probably the one that gains the most buffs and is just kind of the most flexible. She can heal block, so you know the Deadpools and all aren't going to heal up. She doesn't have, you know, ability accuracy reduction, has debuffs, can heal from recoils. So if I run into a champ that's got poison or bleed, you know, I can just kind of use her. I'm not planning on using her very much, but you know, every once in a while I'll throw her in there. We'll get a small one. Hey, Justin, appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. I'm trying. That's all I can say at this point. Do want to be able to get used to looking at my monitors while I play instead of my phone, but the delay is just kind of a fraction of a second, but it's enough that I'm struggling trying to get used to parrying, and I don't want to get used to that timing and then jump into war and, you know, screw something up. So you get to see the top of my lovely head a lot. And that should, well, at least we'll get him in a stun loop. And we can finish him with this one. There we go. Yeah, I saw at least in the Alliance chat. I appreciate that. Any help that you can would be great for those that are just joining. I appreciate you jumping in, kind of doing my incursions push to get another 7-star. You know, and the other thing that I've got going on is typically I don't buy Paragon crystals, but if I can get to 100 subs, where I'm at 89 right now, I think if I can get to 100 subs by the time the quote unquote pre-release bundles come out for Morbius, I'm going to at least buy 5, if not 10 of those to see if I can dupe them, you know, just as kind of a thank you. You know, people seem to like crystal opening videos. I know I do. So I'm going to do that. And then kind of the other push that I've got going is if I can get to 500 by, you know, the holiday sales, I'm going to send out a gift card to one of the subscribers. I've just got to figure out how to pull a subscriber list somehow. YouTube does not make that easy because there is a setting in your profiles that if you've got it set, you can't see who has subscribed to you. So if you've got, you know, if you go into your settings, there's a option there that says, you know, allow other people to see your, you know, your subscriptions. If that is turned off, I can't see who you are to subscribe. So I've got to figure out a way. You know, it's going to be my way of saying thank you to those first 500. I don't know how much the gift card's going to be yet, but I'm, you know, just planning a Google Play or an Apple iTunes card. Okay, that's not too bad there. Not too bad there. I don't really want the heal. And see, this is one of the reasons, Poop Nug, that I brought the, hey, I appreciate that, East. You know, helps me out there. This is part of the reason I brought him in, or brought Lady Deathstrike in, is if I need to, I can use her here. But with Spite, I'm going to have to rely on him throwing a couple specials real quick and being able to, you know, just do a special 2 loop. Let's go there. But, you know, told the other folks, you know, and said early on in the stream, I kind of pre-start my incursion runs. Typically, I'll go through room 12, and if I don't like the build, I'll back out and wait a day and, you know, start over again. I did get a good build this time, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. The only thing that's going to cause me any problems is if I get impatient and push too far or run across like a Fate Seal or, you know, some Mystic champ that just does not want to play ball. But with Hercules built this way, right now I've got on Martial Artist, Perpetual Offense, Toxic Advance, and Buff Cornucopia. And then tacking on that, debuff upgrade, stun, special refund, and unflinching power. So with those, really the plan is to just get hit right off the bat and not worry about my health. But, I'm going to save a little bit of health if I can. Hey, Wally, man. Long time no talk to. How things going in Greenville? I appreciate all the people joining in. Whoops, I did not want to bring her. Wasn't paying attention, was reading my chat. But maybe this will show off a little bit of what she can do in this build. And so let's go ahead and just throw a special one. See if we can get him to throw a special. Okay, now throw your special. There we go. Oops, stun immune. Okay. She doesn't hit the hardest in the world, but we should still be able to recover a fair amount of health from what we just lost. Let's throw another special one in here. Get another prowess going. Get rooted. Well, that was interesting. I was thinking I was going to be further back. Ooh, bad time for the stun immune to disappear. Okay, that should finish him. Didn't regain a lot of the power, but ECU sucks. Yes, they do this year. I figured it was going to be a bad year for them. They lost just too much on offense. It's been painful to watch. And I'm a masochist, and I will still watch all of them. So, hey, it's the thought that counts, Wally. That's all that matters. All right. So let's go in with the right champ this time. Not going to worry too much about anything. Just need to make sure he doesn't reach 3 bars of power. He's going to have spite the whole way, so let's do that. Now throw it. There we go. I think I'm just going to let you hit me. Because I'm going to push you red. Yeah, I should still be able to finish this off. There we go. And that's kind of the joys of this build right there. Just have to make sure you don't gain too much power on your special 2s, or you'll push yourself to a special 3 and then you're kind of screwed if you don't kill them. This is one of my favorite game modes. You don't have to be clean. You can get hit. If I could use Hercules built this way in every bit of content, I'd be extremely happy. Let me go into war and just stand there and get hit in the face. Loves putting Mystic Attackers up there. Ooh, with Conflictor. Okay, that's going to be a little trickier. I think we can still manage it. Let's see, what side do we want to go down? Flux Dispersal. The heck with that. I'd have to deal with that in Lion's Quest often enough. And there's Fisticuffs. That's one of the ones that's hard to deal with. I can still knock him down when he's stunned. Guess we'll try go that way. What's on this one? Okay, yeah, not worried there. Let's go that way. About to spam this link in so many channels. Oh, jeez. Hey, if you want me to open Paragons, just spam away. I've told people many, many times I don't do Paragons. It's a bad investment. I've opened maybe 400 between my two accounts, and I've gotten one 7-star total. That's it. And it was in my first, I think it was in like Crystal 17, kind of the first day they came out. Just, I know there's people that do it. We've got them in our alliance that do a lot of them. I just don't understand why. It is so bad of an investment. It is so just, man. Now, I said I'd open some. I'm not going to open all my units. I'd love to dupe Morbius. I'd love to get Werewolf by Night. So I, ended up deciding not to grind for him because of 8.3 tomorrow and wanting to do this. My thought was I originally was going to do it. So how long have I been in 4 Loki? I have been in 4 Loki. When did we leave? When did we stop doing 2 Loki? It's been 10 months now, maybe. So Justin and I were officers in 2 Loki together. He went to LVT for a while and then came over to 4 Loki, and I went straight from 2 Loki to 4 Loki. Let's see. I think Yusafa has opened just a couple. I mean, I watch our Alliance feed, and it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the amount of Paragon crystals that get open in there, Justin can attest to it, is absolutely, no other way of putting it, but it's absolutely asinine. It is just, it's ridiculous. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, we should still be able to do this. This is going to be a little trickier. Good, I did turn there, so my power gain will be increased. Keep doing that every special 2 that we can throw. A little trickier, but able to do. Let's see, LVT started in summer of last year, so that's when I kind of joined 4 Lokis at the same time. Hey, Trevor, what's up, man? Yeah, so it was that same time frame. If it was that long ago, wow, it's been a while. I didn't think it had been that long. All I know is kind of my first season there was my best as far as Alliance War goes. Since then, it's been downhill. It's picked up some since Trevor's done planning and Clown doesn't try and kill me every, other fight. My first fight in there was the only death I had in the first season. And it literally was, hey, Hulkling just came out. Why don't you try and use magic against him? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. No. Damn it. Could not get the special 2 off. All I had to do. I was there almost a full year, left in May, spared Liza and Wes the trouble of kicking me. Yeah, that's one of those things. I'm not the biggest fan of Alliance War. Trevor knows it. I will do it. I'm glad to do it. I will do whatever is asked of me. It's just not my favorite game mode. I'm not the best fighter in the world, so I just kind of do what I need to do to get by. But, that first season had 1 death on the first fight. Didn't die the rest of the season. After that, it's been downhill. This season, so far, fortunately, I've been lucky. Very, very good planning. No deaths so far. Knock on whatever wood I can find to keep that up. But I think the planning has been really well, minimizing deaths all the way around. It's really picked up its own lately. So, hey, Randall. How's it going, man? I had B-Manny send me on a suicide. Yep. Well, the best part about it is B-Manny is now the one that we send on suicide missions. It's him and PWF. Those are the 2 that if there's a node that they can't figure out a counter for, it's, hey, B-Manny or, PWF will take it. Let's see what we've got here. I don't want to do Mixed Master, so let's go for a heal. Hey, my friend Modoc. My least favorite no champ in the game. With Icarus. Well, that should go fast. Yeah, let's go that way. Has been, yeah, well, I wouldn't go great. When you have fights that even if you screw up, you don't really die in, it's nice. I've messed up a couple. I've had, some pretty good fights during the season. I won't, badmouth myself the whole time, but, I think there's really only been 2 fights this season that I was worried on. One was Mojo from a couple wars ago with Cassie, where I just couldn't get anything to stick and land the way I wanted to early on in the fight and kind of had to regroup. And then there was one that was an Iron Man versus Kitty. And I had lost attention to her prowess and thought she only had 2 when she had 3 and went for an intercept. And she hit me twice and took 50% of my health. And I thought for sure I was a goner. If she had done more than just 2 hits there, I don't think I would have survived. So, I think those are really the only 2. I did enjoy the Void fight this past war. I'm glad you finally gave me and trusted me with a mini. The best part about it was the one I was worried about the most, and it was the quickest fight of the war. So, I'm always worried fighting Void. Just kill me. Thank you. There we go. That's where we wanted to be. And there we are. Yeah, as long as I don't run it, like I said earlier, if I don't run into a Mystic or something that's, Fisticuffs or Fate Seal. Oops, I didn't even read the nodes. Let's read the nodes now. See if there's anything in here that's going to kill me. Nope. Shouldn't be. I actually just want to die at the very beginning and go unstoppable. And then with this build, if he lives through a special 2, I'll be right. Ooh, stun immune? Uh-oh. Will that finish him? Nope. What in the world? Let's just resume it. Let's see. Definitely had confidence you had that. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was also Nick Fury, full health against a science champ. I had 2 lives to play with there. What in the world killed me on that? Why didn't he stun when what did I miss? Granted, I read him quick. Oh, his tenacity probably shrugged it off. Okay. My planners are great, but me less. I don't really think anybody's having a horrible season this year, or this season. I always want to say this year with it because it just kind of makes sense. But we've lost some close wars. We've given away a few more deaths here and there than we want. We're kind of where we normally are. There's just some alliances that are up in Masters that kind of baffle me still. I am not sure who some of those folks are, and more power to them that they can be up there. I just don't know, just don't really understand it. With the record that we are right now, we've been comfortably in Masters, and I think we've got to probably go 2-1, if not 3-0 to ensure it. So heavy hitter, power play, defensive transference, beast of burden, concussion. Okay, just don't strike into her block. What's over here? Unforeseen toxin, bleed vulnerability. I may go that way. Hey, Footloose, my favorite node. Shouldn't be an issue. Let's just go this way. Mr. Negative, I wasn't paying attention. But I've been this has probably been my favorite war season of them all. Part of it is the planning and the fact that I'm not dying as often. The other is, I think what helps me a lot is I love the map and I love the layout and I love took me a while to get used to the 48-hour attack phase. Still not the biggest fan of that, but the way they've got the map laid out now so that you can do your path fights and you kind of do all your fights all in one go, one set of boosts. I hated last season and the season before. It was just, I was boosting so much. It was, I'd have 5 fights in a war and have to boost 3 times. The cost was just ridiculous and it was slow and it was, just painful. And I think that's the closest I've been to, wanting to move on from more and kind of move on from For Loki. I'd actually talked to Abdo about joining his and just doing Battlegrounds, but they made the changes in the off season. They made the changes to the war rewards and figured, I'd give it a run. Let's see if this kills him even through block. There we go. GT, 40, and Salty are pretty much on a, they are absolute machines. More power to them. Don't know many of the guys there, but, don't really care to in a way. They are just at another level, well beyond me. As you can tell, I'm not the youngest of the gamers out there, and I'll let the younger gamers take over. I just want to have fun doing this game. It's something that I've enjoyed since I started playing this right before 12.0. Really didn't know much about it. Didn't really know if I liked it, anything like that, until I started watching a lot of Brian Grant streams. And, as I started learning, it became more fun. Just don't kill me. Okay, now I need to get that off. There we go. Okay, now we should be okay. What? Oh, I hate Nova. AW can be pretty stressful. It can be. And I am one that puts way too much stress on myself in it. Okay, let me look at these nodes again. So I need to keep him from throwing a special. And every 6 seconds he's going to gain an unblockable charge, which I'm not worried about once I can get him stunned. Okay. Just need to get him stunned before he throws a special. Not young either, turning 40 this week. Well, I've still got a few years on you. Alrighty, Trev. Appreciate you dropping by, man. Okay. Now just hit me. We're going to try this a different route. Let's try it this way now. There we go. Little ugly. Let's just say I could pre-qualify for it. I'm not quite there yet. They do send me the letters in the mail, though, asking me to join. The worst part about it is I tell people all the time, I've been married longer than probably half our alliance has been alive. So, tunnel vision. Don't know if I want to go through tunnel vision. Is that... Okay, tech. I don't mind that. Prove yourself. The heck with prove yourself. And that's Fate Seal. Damn. Guess I'm going to go through prove yourself. At least it'll heal up Lady Deathstrike all the way. And I still have 3 revives to play with to to do this without spending units. So. All right, so let's bait out a special because I'm not going to have my unstoppable yet. Or my unblockable. I may be able to get to another special too. Yeah. And with 2 prowess up, that will hit hard. Alrighty, thanks PPG. Thanks for stopping in, man. It was nice talking to you. I'm tending to try and stream, I've been doing a lot of, afternoon streams, afternoon Eastern time. I'm going to probably try to move to, oops, let's see, I've got to do something here apparently. I don't know what it is to get rid of, I got to read these nodes better. Aegis Intercept, okay, damn, that's going to be tough. Let's go, let's go, let's go, come on, let's go. Let's go. There we go. That'll work. Alrighty, Justin. I probably will be here for a little bit yet. Gotta read the nodes. Reading is hard. Alright. What does this guy have on him? Since I didn't read beforehand like I should have. Tranquility. Really? Tyranny. So villains attain power. Heroes do not. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Well, I brought in Lady Deathstrike for a reason. Let's try her. Let's try her on this node. She will gain power at least. Okay, throw your special. I'm going to throw a special one. Oof. Early. Get the prowess. Stupid auto block. Okay, now throw a special. I just want to get to a special 2. I want 1 special 2 off, and then I'll bring in Hercules if I need to. The power drain is going to... Oh, there's no... I guess if I'm paying attention, he doesn't have any power. I don't know what I'm baiting out. Guess I'll throw it. Love to get to another one while I have 2 prowess up. Come on. Nope, not going to make it. And going to die. Yeah, that's not going to be... Not really meant for that fight. I guess if I fought it smarter and paid more attention. But that's not who I am. That's not what I do. But Hercules ought to be able to do a little. He's not going to gain any power. Just have to be careful and watch out for when the buffs are removed. Still should hit hard enough to kind of get through this relatively quick and easily. I say that and I take a heavy to the face. Okay, that's the safety blanket gone. Okay, 7%. We should be able to finish him here. And there we go. Okay, getting closer. I got to look at my... Okay, I just want to make sure I don't... The first time through this, when they came out and increased the cap to 500, I actually went over the cap a little bit doing my run. So, do have enough now for the Incursions crystal at the end. I'm hoping for someone decent. I would love to awaken my Hulkbuster or get Angela to me. Okay, that's not too bad there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that's going to cause any problems. Defender rotates between stun, slow, and heal block immunity. That's going to cause a problem. Okay, so got to play around that if I can. Rage 2.5, Explosive Fury, Arms Race. Let's just see what all these have real quick. Fury, Biohazard, Cornered, Unblockable Opener. We'll just go this way. But yeah, you know, that's stun immunity for kind of the build I've got and the way to get the most damage out of it. I'm going to have to play around that a little bit. See if I can't start the loop after he's stun immune so that I have 16 seconds to kill him, basically. Or get another special 2 off. Well, it's going to be 6 seconds, so yeah, I'd have to kill him. Me and tricky fights do not go hand in hand very well, so we'll see how we do on it. Get a couple prowess with this build. That special 2 just hits hard. I love it. You know, I thought about bringing in Morbius, but the one thing that held me back is, you know, he's not awakened, so he's only really good against champs you can bleed. And, you know, while there's a bunch of them, and while he can hit hard, it's just, I think, you know, I just wouldn't use him very much. Even on my Sector 5 run that I brought him, I used him for 2 fights the whole way. You know, I have used, there we go, Lady Deathstrike a few more than that as I've run through this. There we go. Oh, really? I love that I can sit here and spam a striker and they can get their special off quicker than I can. But finished it off anyway. So now we've got to watch out for the stun immune. I think he starts off stun immune. So have 6 seconds to get to my invulnerability. Right? Stun, slow, heal every 8 seconds. Okay, that's a little better. So we're just going to let him hit me to start this off. Hit me in the face. Okay. Now we can go. Now, did we time this right? We did. So we should be able to get this down. And dead just like that. So it did work out. Every once in a while, I can think through things when I read the nodes. All right, on to 22. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Arcus. Not too worried there. Don't really want to fight you. Nope, tunnel vision pull. Heck no. Don't really want to fight you. So we're going to go Arcus. He did kill me once this run, but at least gets me revive Lady Deathstrike in case I need her for something. There we go. And I think after I fight this room, I'm going to restart my phone real quick. I don't want to lose the Odin or the Gallon, and I can feel my phone getting a little warmer, which means to me sooner or later, when I go to enter a fight, it's going to kick me out to my home screen. So I'd much rather restart now and keep those buffs than stand the chance of losing them. At this point, they don't come into a lot of play except for with buff cornucopia at the start of a fight. Wow, you let me parry you. Okay, so we'll have to go to our striker here and hope this should kill her. There we go. All right, gonna keep going through Arcus now. Hopefully his tenacity doesn't come into play when I throw a special 2. Only fear that I've got. That cost me once already. Just make sure there's nothing here that I'm too worried about. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a stun off. There we go. That's quick enough. I'm just going to play into him because I know his cold snap is going to finish me. There we go. And let's see now. Let's see if he shrugs us off. That's the only fear. Nope, doesn't matter. Wow. That was a good special too. Did a lot more there than I thought it was going to. All right. 1.5 million health on this sucker. Arms race, combo party, energize, that's fine. Passively special, whittle down. Power snack. Ooh. Okay. Can handle that. I'm just going to let him hit me in the face. That way I can get that buff up in 6 seconds. Do it again. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. And this should allow me now to finish this fight off. And that should do it. Hey, PWF, how's it going? Yeah, Bad Khalees is just terrible. And Ascended Bad Khalees is even worse. You know, he has managed to die on me a couple times. I blame the champion and not me. I had nothing to do with it. Where am I at on 7-star shards anyway? Oh, got a ways to go. But Act 7, I think, or Act 7, 8.3 tomorrow should take care of some of that. I'm hoping. Man, another Mystic Champion. What that? Conflictor. They want to kill Hercules. I think they've intentionally ramped up the number of Mystic Champions that you get as bosses. Every 15 seconds gains an indestructible buff and then lasting for 5 seconds unless the attacker is close. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad either. We're going to go this way. We will see what happens with that boss. Sorcerer Supreme. Going to be tricky. Just can't really let her throw a special. If I can keep that aura, nullification aura, off of her, I should be okay. Okay, yeah, you're not going to throw it. So we're just going to do this. I still have my Heimdall revive, so I can eat a special 3 if I need to. But hopefully with 3 prowess, I'm not going to need to. And we don't. Yeah, I watched, Brian do his. Brian Grant did a Sector 5, and he wanted to run Angela. I think either may have been the first room or the second room. He runs into a Rintra. It's just it's going to happen. And I know it's going to happen, but what I've noticed that they've ramped up are a lot of like the footloose or the nodes where they're going to evade, or you're going to falter. They've ramped those up a little bit, and they've put, I think the likelihood of getting a Mystic Champ has been increased as far as your final boss goes. So at least it's not, the Dooms. Oh, that was the worst time to run Incursions, is when, they had Doom. I remember one that, cost me so much trying to get through them. It was in the last room. That's fine. And it was just the amount of healing that he was getting, from, I think he had Conflictor and buffet on him. So no matter what I did, it was just, I went in there with the whole intent of, maybe getting 5 hits. Oh, he's stun immune. Okay. Can't really intercept him either. So we've got to kind of play careful now. Once again, read the nodes. So I'll just stand here. Hope you throw a special. Come on, dude. And stun immunity. Oh, it's just after he throws his special. Okay. So we'll wait this out if we can. And we couldn't. Damn it. Got caught not paying attention. Okay, so another one of the nodes where I just can't let him throw a special attack, and then we're okay. So we're just going to let him kill me. Okay. Now just back off a little bit. I actually kind of wanted to fight you the way I'm supposed to fight you. But since you won't let me, and that should finish him. No, damn. There we go. Let's see if I can die again to the boss. Got 2 revives left to finish, so I don't have to use any units on this run. Then I'd love for them to bring out some more ways of getting more revives by buying them in a store or something. Okay, consistent combos, Pessimist Fury, Achilles Heel, Hale and Hardy. Defender gains a regen. I'm not worried about that. Clean Slate. And the Defender finishes, they gain debuff immunity. Okay, she cannot throw a special. Okay, so she's got to kill me. And I can't let her throw a special. Come on, now hit into me. There we go. Okay, this should be good the rest of the way. All right, there we go. 2 more rooms to go. And then we get to see who we get as a 7-star champion out of our second Incursions crystal that we've opened. And I am going to do that so that I can clip it out later and post it as a separate video, but I'm going to do it on stream. So, all right, what do we have here now? Venom Z Duck, Small Arms Godslayer, Toxic, Power Struggle, Tenacity. I don't want him to purify, so we hopefully can skip that one. Painful Retreat, Beast of Burden, Power Lock. Oh, Power Lock 1, not going to worry about that. Avarice, Stung Once, Twice Shy, Connect Transference, you get the horns, Sadist. That's fine. What do we have here, though? Tyranny, so I'm not going to gain power, and he's got Safeguard. Oh, my gosh. Really? Well, think this may be the better way to go. We're going to try it. I think with those prowess that I can get from evading his specials, with the 80% increase that I've got on my prowess, or on any prowess buffs, my special ones are going to hit hard. You know, the only worry that I've got is when he hits 15 of his furies. Hey, give me a power gain buff. Let's take advantage of it. Hercules is so broken. Absolutely crazy. All right. Let's see what we get here. Anyway, for 8.3 tomorrow, I will be streaming at least 8.1. If not 8 or 8.3.1, what I want to say. Okay, let's throw that. Let's go ahead and get a prowess. Okay, now you can throw a special. Okay, let's throw this one. Get another prowess. And hey, I hit it right. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to eat the power stings. Let's see if we can... We've got 3 prowess up. Let's eat another power sting. Okay, throw a special 2. Thank you. Bunch of prowess. This should finish them. There we go. Alrighty. 4 more fights to go. And what do we have on this lovely boss that's going to cause us a bunch of problems? Tranquility. Okay, I've got 20 seconds. I'm not going to parry. I've got 20 seconds to kill him. Okay. Just kill me. Come into me again. There we go. Nope. Timer is running. 10 seconds left. Okay, I don't know. It's going to be damn close. There we go. Whew. Didn't know if I was going to make that or not. All right, last room. Last room. Okay. I think the only item in this that isn't really worth it anymore is that generic awakening gem, and I never thought I would say that. Interesting. Gladiator Hulk boss. Not too worried on those nodes other than his evade. Not doing safeguard. Now we're just going to go to the right. Don't really want to do that Claire that's up front there. So who? Oh, large assault hack. We ought to be able to get some big numbers off. 3 fights, 3 solos, 1 7-star. At least I don't see anything in here that's going to block me from preventing it. I didn't really read Gladiator Hulk's nodes, but you know, as a champ goes, you know, I'm not too worried about being able to bring them down. You know, as long as it doesn't have safeguard, fisticuffs, fate seal, and you know, 5 other nodes that are going to prevent me from doing anything. But even with, whoops, what am I doing? But even with that, I can use revives to get through it. Oops. Shouldn't have pushed there. But we finished them off anyway. So I think we're in good shape. 2 fights left. Okay, only thing to watch out for is his evade before we can stun lock him in a corner. So, did not mean to stun there. Wanted you to throw your special. Now the heck with it. You will now be stunned. Ooh. Why was I not gaining as much power there? And I wasn't paying attention to it. I figured I had plenty of power. I could have thrown a special 1 there and killed him. Great. It just wanted me to have 1 more revive. 1 more revive use. Stupid. Let's see. I think I've got... Nope, I've got 2 more. I'll save the big one for the next run. But all well and good. I think that means I've used 6 revives. Maybe 7. You know, not the worst. Not the best either. With the build I had, it should have been less. But I'm not going to complain. Even if I was paying for them, that's about what I expect to have to pay to get these rewards. I mean, it's worth the... You know, everything for the Sig Stone, for the T6A, or T6B, T3A. I'll get it out right yet. Okay, immune to debuffs first 10 seconds. I don't care about that. Feat of Indestructible. I'll deal with it. Not the best, but if I can stun lock them. Okay. We should be okay here. We're going to die the first second here and go to invulnerable. Now I just want to try and stay away for a few seconds. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Now I can stun him. And I did not gain enough power. Well, thank you. It's killing me that I cannot get my special 2s off. And do any damage with them. But he is going to... I'm going to have to use that last revive. Or not. Thank you. Sometimes it is better to be lucky than good. That is one of my mottos in life. Don't know why he didn't throw a special 3. Not going to complain that he didn't throw a special 3. And what the heck was that last hit? Was that 1,000,000 damage? Yes, it was. 1,097,000 damage on that last hit. So there we go. Completed zone 25. I think 6 revives, maybe 7 at the outside. I can't remember exactly how many I had when I first started off. But we were able to get through it, get all the rewards, all our incursion artifacts. So we are now complete, and we do have enough to open up 1 more incursions crystal. I always go into zone 26 just to make sure I absolutely get the rewards. And there we go. So let's go ahead and we can just claim our gold out of here. One of the least needed resources that I've got, but I'm not going to argue when it wants to give it to me. All right. Oops, I just did that. So return. And there we go. So that is zones 4, 5, and 6 done for the month. 4 and 5, a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. But we did manage to get zone 25 done in Sector 6. Looking at the Incursions artifacts, we've got 428,000. So after this one, it's probably going to be 2 months. I can't remember the exact number you get every month. It could be 3 before I can get another one. Thought about holding off on this one and waiting to see if they refresh it. But I am not going to. I am not that patient. And there are champs in there that I wouldn't mind. I'm going to be one of the rare ones. I guess my 1 and 2 kind of side by side are going to be Angela and Hulkbuster. Followed the third one by Ronin. I think of the ones that are in there, Cap, Beardo, Mojo, and Namor, those really can't do much unless they're awakened, and it's going to take a while to do that. So anyway, I'm going to do a quick pause here and then start the crystal opening. Welcome back to the channel. I just completed my Zone 25 push in Sector 6. Do now have enough Incursions artifacts to buy another 7-star crystal. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The top 2 champs out of here, number 1 is probably Awakened Hulkbuster. That's who I pulled out of the first one. The second one would be Angela. For her, a lot of her kit, she needs the Awakening, but for her damage and, being able to kind of have all the buffs and just do a lot of damage, tie her in with Odin, she is going to do just fine. If I need her for her ability to shrug off debuffs, I do have a rank 4 Sig 200 6-star. After that, it's going to be Ronin. It's kind of weird that he is kind of my third choice. I know he's probably the bottom choice for a lot of people, but I don't ever play with him. I haven't played with him as a 6-star. I think he's got some abilities, and I think he can do pretty decent unawakened. Beardo, Mojo, Namor all need to be awakened for their full kit. They can do some things that are nice without, but running Namor without Sig 200 is kind of pointless. There's so many other champs that can do more than him at that point. Beardo still decent without the awakening, but getting him up to Sig 200 and being able to do all that he can do, with being able to counter unstoppable, being able to apply armor breaks consistently, things like that, really needs that Sig 200. And then Mojo for his abilities as well. So let's go ahead and buy it. And then we're going to jump over. And I think they keep it in this section here. I think. Maybe. There it is. So like I said, Awakening Hulkbuster would be great. If I awaken him, I will take him to R2. I'm probably going to take him to R2 anyway, but the Awakening will just solidify that. Angela and then Ronin. But, all in all, I'm going to be happy with any of them, even with the Beardo, Mojo, or Namor. In order to awaken them and get them Sig 200, you need to pull them a first time. So let's go ahead and drop it in and see what we get. All right, I'm going to tap. And we are the proud owner of... Not going to complain. A proud owner of a 7-star Angela. She was actually my first rank 4 6-star. I used the gem out of whatever content it was that we got that first gem on. She was the champ that I took up. So very, very happy with that. Very pleased. She will see some use. I don't think I'm going to R2 her. It would be a while if I could anyway. I just took up Gore to rank 2, so I don't have any T6 CC. So very pleased with that pull. Can't complain. It was definitely worth the Incursions run. It will be another couple months before I can open another Incursions crystal, but I will be back here running more Incursions as they refresh next month. And with that, I'm going to thank everybody for watching, thank everybody for the likes, and we will see you in the next one. Alrighty. So there we go. All done with Incursions for the month. Just in time for 8.3 tomorrow. Kind of planned out the month fairly well. Got the 7 for 7 done. Got my Incursions done. The only problem I'm going to have is we do have Alliance Quest starting tomorrow. Unless PWF, wants to be really nice and just, do like a map 5. I do take my rank 2 Hulk in there, but I think I'm going to swap him out and put my 5-star or my rank 3 6-star in there. I could put my rank 4 5-star. For the number of fights I do with him, he's really there just to ramp Hercules up. So, but with that, Hercules is going to be an Alliance quest. So I see this week me buying a lot of energy refills and rushing through the content, rushing through Alliance quest. Between folks being in Vancouver, the end of Alliance War, 8.3, Battlegrounds coming out, Alliance Quest is going to have to be a quick hit here and there. So if we ever wanted to, run a lesser map or not run Alliance Quest a week, I would vote for it this week. As much as I like the rewards, I think the other content getting done is more important to me. But with that, I am looking forward to the Battleground season with the new buffed rewards. I think that's going to be pretty darn good. It's going back to where it was a couple months ago when we didn't have the war season and they kind of threw the war rewards in there. Having those increased rewards means I'm just going to push a little bit more. I am probably going to look to get about 500,000 in the solo event. Typically, I go 350-ish, but we will see where we can get to. I did save up quite a few Elder's Marks for the upcoming Battleground season, so I can run a lot more with Elder Marks than I have in the past. Well, PWF, you could easily slip up and go in there and make that happen. I'm willing to support you. I'm willing to say that we had no idea what happened. I don't think you'd get too many arguments from a lot of the Alliance. Maybe SCMB would argue, but beyond that, I don't think anybody would argue. It's just a lot of content out there. I'm hoping that, some of the surprise announcements that they kind of hinted at in the Marvel stream leads to them announcing a date that we're going live with the 4 days of Alliance Quest and, selecting what days we run. I think that'll be nice. I'm hoping that there's some other kind of changes to it. So, kind of hoping that they're there. Was looking, I did refresh just to see where we are at as far as number of subscribers right now. Let's go back here and refresh. I'm sitting at 93. So there is 1 day and 16 hours. If we hit 100, I am going to buy at least one, if not both of those bundles to see if I can awaken my Morbius. If not, we will maybe try it again when he actually just becomes, one of the Paragon crystals that you can buy for units. So other than that, I think that's it for me tonight. I appreciate everybody who did stop by. All the conversation was great to actually have people on the stream and to join in and to be able to talk to folks. So you're going to do this more often. So once again, just thank you very much, and we will talk to you later. Have a good night.